Legend had it that the Vale was once home to a family who mysteriously vanished one stormy night. Legend had it that the Vale was once home to a family who mysteriously vanished one stormy night. Since then, it became a place of intrigue, steeped in rumors of supernatural entities lurking within its walls. One chilly October evening, a group of friends, determined to prove their bravery, made a pact to explore the old house. They were a tight-knit crew: Maggie, the fearless leader; Ethan, the skeptic; Lucas, the jokester; and Sarah, the quiet observer. Armed with flashlights and an overabundance of teenage bravado, they approached the Vale, unaware that trepidation lay in wait for them. The house loomed ominously against the charcoal sky, its broken windows resembling hollow eyes, casting an eerie gaze upon the intruders. The air was thick with the scent of damp wood and decay, an unsettling reminder of the family that had once called it home. As they crossed the threshold, a chill swept through them, but they brushed it off as a draft. After all, it was just an old house. "Let's split up," suggested Maggie, peering into the darkness. "We'll cover more ground that way." The group hesitated momentarily but reluctantly agreed, excitement overriding caution. Ethan, Lucas, and Sarah ventured to the upstairs while Maggie roamed the ground floor. As they navigated the dusty corridors, each step seemed to echo through the house like a haunting specter. Shadows danced along the walls, twisting into shapes that brought goosebumps to their arms. Maggie stumbled upon a decrepit living room, with peeling wallpaper and an ancient, moth-eaten couch. On the wall hung portraits of the family: a mother with hollow eyes, a father with a knowing smirk, and two children whose faces were obscured by a film of dust. As Maggie examined the photos, she felt a sudden unease settle in her chest, a sensation as if unseen eyes were probing through her very soul. Meanwhile, upstairs, Lucas had found what used to be the children's room. Old toys lay scattered like forgotten dreams, and the faint sound of laughter seemed to float through the air. The laughter was innocent yet tinged with an underlying sorrow. "Guys, you've got to hear this," he called, grinning widely, but his friends were too far away to hear. Ethan and Sarah, in another room, discovered an antique mirror draped in cobwebs. As they wiped it clean, their reflections flickered ominously. Ethan laughed nervously, attempting to joke about their strange reflections, while Sarah felt a shiver run down her spine. Something was not right. As time slipped by, the friends began to feel an inexplicable pull towards one another. The lights in the house flickered sporadically, and an oppressive weight descended, chilling their hearts. They regrouped, sharing their unsettling experiences, the laughter that seemed to linger in the air, and the whispers they couldn't quite make out. "Let's get out of here," Ethan urged, his bravado crumbling in the face of their shared fear. But as they turned to leave, the front door slammed shut with a deafening bang, as if the house itself had locked them in. Panic surged through them. They rattled the door but it wouldn't budge. Suddenly, the shadows in the corners of the house thickened, twisting into forms too distorted to comprehend. Figures emerged, otherworldly shapes, woven from darkness, their mouths twisted into eerie smiles that promised nothing but dread. The laughter escalated, echoing through the halls, twisting around them like a noose. Maggie, her heart pounding, understood that these were the lost souls of the family that once lived here. They hadn't vanished, they were trapped, cursed to relive their fateful night, and now, these entities desired company. Through shattered fragments of time, they beckoned, longing for new souls to join their endless sorrow. As the walls began to close in, a blinding light pierced the darkness, emanating from the mirror that Ethan and Sarah had discovered. Without thinking, Maggie lunged towards it, dragging her friends behind her. "We have to get to the light," she screamed. They raced towards it, the laughter of the entities morphing into anguished wails. One by one, they dove through the mirror, a dazzling portal that bridged their reality with the otherworldly. They tumbled into the world beyond, a vibrant field under a square of endless stars, the horrific laughter fading into whispers of relief. Breathless and wide-eyed, they realized they were no longer in the Vale. They had escaped, but the weight of their experience lingered. The friends promised to never return, haunted by the knowledge that some mysteries were better left undisturbed. As they left the house behind, the fog thickened, the trees remained silent, and the Vale sealed itself once more, waiting patiently for the next brave souls to venture too close, a dark reminder that some doors were never meant to be opened.